everyone. Hello. Good afternoon. So, how do you feel today? Is it excitement? Is it like anxious? Or is it fear? I know a lot of you guys sitting here today with a lot of emotions. So do I. I'm feeling a lot of excitement like right now. But before going to, like getting straight into my speech today, I want you to ask yourself something. And I want to ask you, and you have to answer honestly for me. Have you ever underestimated yourself because you saw so many people have greater achievements or su- like successful than you? It's me. Please raise your hand. It's me. I did. But, I'm not going to tell you my story tonight. I am going to tell you about my friend. A year ago, I met someone who perfectly understood this feeling. And I know some of you here, sitting here today, used to experience or still experiencing the same feeling. Now that I had a friend who constantly feared that everyone else was, you know, better than her. When she opened the social media, entered a classroom, or simply just listened to someone else's success story, can you guess what she did? She covered her ears. She hesitated. She started doubting herself and began measuring her worth based on other people's highlights. Well, I had to be frank. She was a very gorgeous and seemed to have everything figured out. I really admire her for that. I still remember it as if it happened yesterday that our school opened a team for gifted students. That team was for physics club. When I offered her to register into the physics club, since she was a very passionate girl with physics, she was so in love with that subject. It even appeared in her eyes when I accidentally mentioned of two words, physics. So we had our longest talk ever after that because she was hesitated. She doubted herself whether she truly deserved to be in such a competitive class. Then I said, your life is different from theirs. Prioritize on what you lack and improve it. The real thing you need to overcome is your own anxiety and fear of committing to your dream. Don't let yourself regret it later. That's what I said. All right. So after 3 months of silent dedication, she managed to join the physics team. However, there were still nights where she doubted herself. She said like this: am I truly deserved to be in such a competitive class? Am I good enough? Am I just like better than them? She continued to ask me. So, I want you to know something. This phenomenon of doubting yourself and comparing yourself to the others is actually really common. However, you have to notice one thing. When that comparison becomes constant, it becomes anxiety and fear. According to some psychologists and articles, namely that Psychology Today from Social Comparison Theory, it says that this tendency is absolutely normal Because at first, we see someone successful. We see someone that so like we have to admire them. Then we learn to copy it. We learn to nurture and improve ourselves. However, as time passed, instead of asking, how can I grow? You begin to ask, why am I not enough yet? You see the similarity? This is when she asked me, why am I not good enough? Why am I, even if I keep trying, why am I not good enough? Why am I not like other people? That where I ask myself like this. And that friend of mine wasn't lacking intelligence, nor the passion. She wasn't lacking everything. She had the appearance, she had the intelligence, she had everything. She was just trapped in the belief that everyone else was already ahead of her. Then, over time, I noticed something really, really interesting. Do you know what it is? Anyone know what it is? It is the confidence. The more she focuses on herself, the more confident she became. That's what I noticed. So, at the end of the day, and wasn't lacking the intelligence, you know, she still had nightmares. She still dreamed herself where she failed everyone, but she became confident. Not because she became so fearless at all, but because she is exhausted from thinking that everyone else is better than her. She's get enough of that. So, in today's speaking, I want you to ask, all of you have to reflect yourself for me. How much potential have you abandoned simply because you saw many people seem to have a little more achievements than you? I want you to ask yourself, and when you return home, you have your own answer for that. So, today's my delivery is, you know, is is what? Maturity begins when the moment you stop asking yourself, like I mentioned before, what is it? Am I better than everyone else? Am I good enough? That is what she asked. And I know some of you already asked yourself like that. And maturity begins the moment you truly ask yourself, am I improving to who I was before? Thank you.